Hey, this is Judgment Awaits, and I'm playing Gears of War 3, and I've got some tips, tricks, strategy for you for Beast Mode. And I'm going to be playing on the map Mercy. Now, I've got two different games here. One, I was playing with just two other guys on casual, and the other, we were playing with a full boat, full 5 people on just normal. So, right away, I like to pick one of these two tickers, and normally I like to go with the explosive ticker, but for some reason I picked the wild ticker. Now, the wild ticker is good because you can destroy defenses easier with it, but you're very vulnerable to people coming up to you and doing that. So, but great for going through defenses. They will not be picked up by automated turrets. They won't shoot at you, but use the explosive regular tickers first off, and I'm going to get a little payback right there. So now you start off with a minute, and obviously anything you do to take down defenses or kill people adds to that time limit. Alright, so it's constantly counting down from a minute. Every time you destroy a defense or take out a person, you get time added to that, and your job is to take out all the cog people. Now I'm on to the drone, and he comes with a retro lancer, and I'm just gonna shoot these people. Make sure you burst fire with this gun. But this guy is a beast early on, and as you can see, I'm just taking these guys down. Now, the heroes and whatnot, you have to execute in order to kill them. You can knock them down, but if you don't execute them, you can't kill them. So, there I am taking down another hero, and an explosive ticker gets it. Now, in the first round of the monsters that are available, there are wretches, and if you see right there, the wretches are great. They can jump over stuff, and they can also scream and actually stun people. So that guy stunned him, and I was able to shoot and take him out. So those are, great. I stay away from the butcher. He's a big tank guy, but in the first round, they're not very interesting. Those butchers kind of go down easily for me, so I'd stay with the other four. Make sure you have a good mix. You don't want everybody running drones, everybody running tickers. And as you saw there, right away I ran an explosive ticker and just made a pathway so I can move in my drone. If you can't get to these guys or anything like that, you're going to be in trouble. So make sure you have some guys running some tickers and making room. So there, I executed another guy, and probably died right after that. So here you can see we've got a good mix of things going on. We've got a wretch, we're gonna have some tickers and some drones going on, but don't be afraid to stay back and shoot people. They will come to you. You don't always have to move in there. A lot of times, especially the non-cog heroes, they'll come to you and you can just take them out. So I'm kind of sticking back because you do die pretty easily, if you go head on. Make sure you always reviving your teammates. So right now we're still in the tier 1 monsters. As you progress, you get to unlock bigger and badder and special monsters to use. Right there's a butcher, and like I said, I'd stay away from him early on. He is a walking tank, but just he's got just a melee attack, so he's hard to. Now, the second tier, his brother, the Mauler, that's great because you can really destroy defenses. There's a Cantus, and they have ink grenades and a Gorgon pistol, and they're great because they can heal people. I like to run with different people. You make sure you have your Cantus backing you up and healing you. Still early on, I'm at wave 5 and I'm using a wild ticker, and you can see this guy's doing some work. So don't be afraid to still use those drones early on. I'm going to get a ton of points here. From a relatively cheap monster, and like I said, if you see there, those automated turrets aren't gonna kill you. But so going back to that second tier though, use the Cantus, use the Maulers. The Maulers are great. I'll show you why in a minute, because they have an awesome shield. But as you can see right there, got some good points from using that. All right, now third tier, my favorite, absolute favorite, is the Boomer. And he's got a boom shot, which is great for taking out people. As you can see early on, it'll just totally destroy people or knock down heroes. So it's also great for shooting defenses and whatnot. But as you can see here, this is one of my favorite guys to use, so try to unlock him early. When you're actually playing this game on hardcore, you might even want to let somebody get all the kills just so he can unlock one of those bad boys earlier. It's hard to do, and you got to have really good teamwork in order to be willing to do that, but it's really going to help you out. Now, I didn't mention in your second tier you actually have blood mounts. They're a little bit harder to use. I'm not going to say they're bad, but I'd stay away from them early on with those. Third tier, you have the giant Cerapede, which is an armored beast. I'll show you those a little bit later. You got the Savage Corpser, which is like the big hand thing that can bury itself to heal itself. Those are nice, especially for destroying defenses and whatnot. You got the Savage Grenadier, and I'll show you one of those a little bit later on. They're nice because they come with a shotgun, and there you see one of the Cantus healing us. But you got the Savage Grenadier, comes with shotguns and grenades are awesome on this round. Now, if you see the boomer, as soon as you run out of these boom shots, they will regenerate. So you'll keep getting one. You have to wait a while though, so it's kind of a pain in the butt, but not too bad. And like I said, there's Cantus really saving us and helping us out. Now I want to talk some strategy. I've got the boomer, and my friend actually has the Mauler. Now, the Mauler comes with a shield, so it can really soak up the shots people shooting at. Now, he's going to move out ahead, and if I turn around here, but you see he's distracting people, and they're not even shooting at me anymore. So make sure you use those Maulers and boomers together. Now I was the boomer last time, so I'm going to be the Mauler this time. And besides a shield, man, they are beasts at taking people down. Just swing that hammer and lay down the law with it. So make sure you're using the monsters together in conjunction, using teamwork to get through these rounds. Now, back to the boomer. As you see that center thing, I'm about to be dead. Stay back. Use its range. There, I got a nice amount of points. Knocked a bunch of them down. There, I get 500 points just for that one shot. So don't be afraid, to hang back with those guys and rain death on everybody. They are beasts. Alright, round 10. Now, when I'm playing the further rounds, right now I have enough to unlock the fourth row. And in the fourth row you have Berserkers, you have the Savage Boomers, which I'll show you one of those a little bit later. Okay, there we go. There's a Corpser and a Savage Grenadier working. Make sure you throw different creatures at people. They each have strengths and everything like that. You don't want to be all the same. But like I was saying, in these later rounds, weaken them up with the smaller creatures. I mean, the tier 2, tier 3 creatures, before you hit them with the tier 4 ones. Like I said, I have enough for a Berserker, but it would pretty much take all my points, and early on, if you just run that at them right away against everybody, you're going to lose them pretty fast. So weaken them up with these other guys, and then don't be afraid to throw a Berserker at them. So here, once again, I'm about dead, but I'm just going to hang back here and kind of use cover to the best of my ability and try to do some work. There, I get a nice shot. I mean, if you just head straight at him, I'd be dead and I would have missed out on 600 points there. So know your creatures, know what they're good at and whatnot. There I must have gotten healed by somebody. So now I weakened them up. Now I'm just going to go on a little spree with the Berserker. That was a Silverback. Those things are no match for you in the Berserker. Just try to run through everything, run through defenses, and try to stomp people, try to run into people. It knocks them down, and then just smash them. Now, be aware, these guys aren't invulnerable. I mean, they're not as bad as when you're playing against them. They will die pretty easily from gunfire. You don't have to get flamed by the enemy. Bullets will take these guys down, so be careful. And as you can see, the vision these guys have is horrible. You can't tell where you're getting shot from, and people are able to run around you and whatnot. So my best advice for you is just don't think that you're indestructible with them, and don't pull them out first thing unless you have more than one, which, if you've got 2 running first off, that's not that bad. But just try to do as much damage as you can here. Now, I haven't killed a lot of people, but I've destroyed a lot of defenses with this guy, and right now I'm trying to figure out where I'm getting hit from. Watch your indicators, and I'm just looking for anything I can to destroy with them. As far as other advice, you know, just keep playing with each monster and find ones that you're good at using. You know, make sure you use teamwork. You know, every map and every different round, it's a different puzzle that requires different monsters to get through it. Some things, you know, are just a good general mix and work well together. But, you know, different things require different things, so make sure you adapt and whatnot. Make sure that you know, when the round's starting, you look in there. Oh, there's a corpse here. You look in there, though, and see where they're held up, so you know what you're going to need to get at them and get to them. My only other advice is watch out for Cole. He carries a boom shot, and I think he's actually what takes me down. Let me talk about the fourth tier, the final tier. You can see the Berserker. He's kicking butt. Got an armored Candace, though, right here. I'm using a Gorgon pistol. He can roll. He can heal just like the other ones, and they are just super tough, so they're a lot of fun to use. You also have the actually the giant Centipede that we're going to see right there. That's actually tier 3, and you just got to protect its tail. It's hard to take things down, people down with them, but they're fun. Now right up ahead of me, that's a Savage Boomer, and he shot one of those digging things. Those guys are nice, you know, especially if the people are behind cover. You can shoot those things, and it'll come out of the ground when it's near someone. So those are nice. And right in front of me is a Savage Grenadier. He comes with a shotgun and grenades, and like I said, those grenades really do work, and they will regenerate. All right, Beast Wave, last one, round 12. Once again, I don't know why somebody's running a ticker there. I wouldn't run a ticker on this last one. But I've got the Boomer out there. Do some work. Try to soften them up with the Boomer, and then bring out your big guys. Unless you got everybody that can run big guys from the beginning. But we're softening them up right now. And then we'll pull out the bad guys. And here we go. In this last round, you're going against Chairman Prescott and 12 Onyx guards, and plenty of stuff to destroy, plenty of people to take out, so you're going to have a lot of fun on this last one. If you got any questions, comments, please post them in there. Let me know if you have any suggestions or tips of your own, because I'm always looking for a way to get better, especially when you're going again on the hardcore and insane, trying to get through this. It's tough, but love to hear your comments and any questions, like I said. Also, let me know what the fastest you've done this completed beast mode on. I think the fastest I've done it in between 18 and 19 minutes. I'd have to look in order to be sure. But hope you like this. I'm going to leave you with the Berserker just doing some work. But as always, take care and God bless.
Humanity takes its last, inevitable steps toward extinction.